Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started. First, coffee. Not bad for decaf. I'm doing decaf today. I just felt like I had a little too much caffeine yesterday. Hey, how about that virus? It's something, isn't it? The doctor told me to take it easy because sex can be dangerous and it puts a lot of stress on the heart. Oh well, if she dies, she dies. Men, share your anxiety with another man. She appreciates you as the rock of your relationship, and she will resent you if you put her in a position as the strong one. You are the buffer between her and pandemonium. Women handle stuff differently. They handle stress. They handle conflict so different than men. I honestly believe that you need to suck it up and at least act like the rock. Even if you're not, act like it. No one will know the difference. But you need to tell your anxieties to another man, not to your wife. Because what happens, or your girlfriend, if you're moving towards a marriage, because you are blowing her picture of a man who is solid for her. Yes, she's a strong, independent woman. I get that. They're all that way. They're all strong, independent women, aren't they? And this is not to put down anybody at all, but men. You can go to other channels for that. You won't get that coming to this channel. But men, it's time. And I can't tell you how many have written to me after the fact when things happened. It's rough. It's rough. Years go by when you don't make the right decisions. Hopefully you'll get some of that here. Women handle news different than men. Their panic mechanism is more sensitive. There's no dynamic equivalent to men. We have a response mechanism as men. And our behavior and responses alone let your woman know that you've got this. Things are under control. The 25-year-old is innocent compared to the 40-year-old, and the 40-year-old is innocent compared to the 60-year-old. Everything is relative. But when you think in terms of innocent and guilty, by the time you are 60, you're guilty of everything. All the innocence is lost. If you have a family and you're going to be quarantined or under some kind of lockdown, Tanner Guzzi put out a video that I feel is pretty good. You want to check that out. Go to his YouTube channel. Title is How to Survive Family Quarantine. And I think it's something that you would benefit from. Check it out. The salon that I work at closed until the end of the month, which means I have two other jobs, or two other streams of income. One is a quote-unquote job, and the other is my virtual stuff. What happens when you have one stream of income and then you're told you can't go to work? Think about that. How can you recession-proof or virus-proof your money? So now the government's talking about giving everyone $1,000. Okay. Let's just throw money at the problem. This is why I talk about multiple streams of income. This is exactly why I talk about it. But seriously, what a great time to knock back a few courses on Udemy or Teachable or Skillshare, these learning platforms, instead of watching TV. If you're not going to earn, you might as well learn. So check it out. What kind of course do you want to take if you're not working? How to sharpen a knife? How to forge a horseshoe? How to bake something? How to restore a car? How to speak better? What are you going to take? There's courses there that are as cheap as 10, 12 bucks. What will you learn during your lockdown, during your quarantine? Here's my prescription. Follow the doctor's orders. We're about 4 weeks from seeing what every woman's hair color really is, if salons are closed. For another month beyond that, most of the salons I know closed yesterday. Social distancing? You mean pipe smoking? That's the beautiful thing about pipe smoking, is that it is social distancing. The guy who smokes a pipe is onto that long before the virus came around. You reserve the right to go in any direction that you want without having to report to anyone or explain yourself. You need to be responsible to the things that you are already engaged in or committed to. Let me just talk to the ladies for a second. What can you do to make your man? I know it's his responsibility. I know that, and I teach that to men. That they shouldn't have to rely on a woman for motivation or dire circumstances. But ladies, being that you initiate 70% of all divorces for one reason or another, what is something you can do to save your marriage and help your man kind of sit up straighter in that marriage? What can you do? You can change the world in so many ways. You know, you use your womanly ways. Try using those womanly ways on your man. Don't throw them away. Cat came here. Come over for some loving, huh? Good boy. Good boy. Gotta take care of your little critters. Don't give up on your man. Invest in him. I know. I already know what you're going to say. How about just one last good try? Some of you are at the very end of your rope when it comes to your marriage. I know that. I am pro-divorce when it comes to relieving the BS in your life. But I'm also pro hang in there if it can be done. Finish your coffee, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show, the home of sanity, clarity, reason,